Hello and welcome to another episode of the Contractor Growth Show. My name is Mark Lamberth. I'm your host, and today I'm speaking with Nick Gromicko at Master Inspector Certification Board, InterNACHI, in Boulder, Colorado. Nick, thanks so much for being with us today.
Oh, glad to be here.
I'm excited to learn about what you guys have built. I mean, you've built an incredible organization, and maybe you could just kind of describe in your own words what you've built here and how it serves your customers.
Well, we built the largest trade association, over 30 years in the trades. So we have contractor courses and mostly home inspection courses, but also commercial building inspection courses. And we became a U.S. Department of Education accredited college. We have the same accreditation as Harvard and Yale, the only school that's like that in the trades. We have a .edu domain extension. The site for InterNACHI.org is 280,000 pages long. We think it's about the 9th largest site that isn't an e-commerce site. We have 44 million unique visitors, a 3.2 million post message board, about 400 courses, 1,500 training videos for inspectors and contractors, and thousands of articles, of course. We publish 45 books. A lot of them are textbooks for inspectors and contractors.
Incredible. So for certified home inspectors, I mean, is certified home inspector that kind of certified? Is this a trademark name or is this kind of an industry category?
InterNACHI's a trademark name for the trade association. And that's what we do. We certify home inspectors and help them get licensed and then help them succeed in the business. And then we have another division for contractors, one for real estate agents, one for commercial building inspectors.
Incredible. And so this is you guys work with, thousands of inspectors. You guys are in 65 countries, actually 9 languages.
Yep.
That is incredible.
A little over 25,000 inspectors. We do about 92% of all home inspections in the U.S. and Canada.
Amazing. So if someone is planning to become a home inspector, I mean, they're going to be working with you guys almost certainly. I mean, you guys are the association for certified home inspectors internationally.
Right. So usually they have to get state licensed, so we help them do that. We have a series of online courses and exams and quizzes that they take. Once they do that, we get them their license, then we help them in their business, setting up their business and doing the marketing for them and getting them work and keeping them educated, and then training them to do other ancillary inspections like radon, water, well flow, lead, septic, asbestos, mold, commercial, whatever, so that they can add more and more services to their business and continue making money.
Amazing. So you guys founded this in 1994. I mean, InterNACHI, you and your brother were working as home inspectors, couldn't afford membership in existing associations, so you created your own. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, the other association that we don't have them anymore, but we had other associations that weren't doing anything for us. You more or less paid, and you got to be a member, and you didn't get much out of it. Maybe a national convention that you also had to pay for. So we built this large operation to provide really businessmen with absolutely everything they possibly need, from forming the name of their company, their logo, their brochures, their social media marketing, their website, all their continuing education, all their business advice, insurance, tools. I mean, on and on and on. There's nothing you desire as an inspector that we don't have and provide for you. Then we went around and got all the hundreds of discounts on everything that a businessman could possibly want, and provide those to our members as well. So we save them money as well as make them money.
Amazing. So in 2015, you launched the really groundbreaking, quote, "We'll buy your home back" guarantee. Tell me about that.
Well, since we have the largest book of air and emissions insurance for inspectors, and when a customer is not happy with their inspection, rather than suing us or suing the inspector, or bad mouthing them on social media, or going to their licensing board and trying to get their license revoked, or just complaining and about the inspection in any way at all. We just buy the whole house back for them. We pay them whatever they paid for them, unwind the whole deal. We actually let them live there till they find a new house. And when they move out, then we resell it. And we find that that's cheaper than dealing with someone who's, really feels like they got a lemon, or they got a bad deal, or just, buyer's remorse, and just unhappy with the house. Those customers are hard to satisfy usually. And their anger might last for years. So it's better just to buy the home back off of them, pay them in full, and let them go on their merry way. And so we came up with that guarantee, and we've bought about 20 some homes back over the years. Rather than have that customer out there really just upset at everybody and everything, and the realtors, and upset with the insurance companies and the licensing board and the inspectors and everybody else, we just make them happy. Send them on their way.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is like shocking how much you guys have put together. I mean, 280,000 pages on your site. How do you guys create such a volume of what you're doing? I mean, with 44 million unique visitors. I mean, do you have a team, kind of a large team, or
all the operations, sister operations together, is about 112 people that work there, and they're constantly producing content for inspectors and helping inspectors. So, if after this podcast is over, some inspector says, I need whatever, I need purple ribbons to put on my left ear, whatever. I'm just going to make something up hypothetically.
Sure.
Well, our crew would immediately go into action. I mean, we would buy all the trademarks for purple ribbons. We'd have big stores of purple ribbons. We'd be getting discounts for them. We'd be cutting them to length and shipping them out to all our members, and doing podcasts and videos and training courses and articles on how to use purple ribbons, and on and on and on. That's what we do. We mostly listen and then act. So it doesn't take any brains, luckily for me. I'm a high school dropout, so.
Oh, man. So how long did it take after you guys put this together to start kind of getting this off the ground? I mean, did it take off kind of immediately, or was it a few years?
11 years before we actually broke even. So we lost money for the first 11 years. And then we finally turned it around. And now we do, we did 14,000 inspections yesterday, and that was a weekend. So that's a lot of inspections in the United States and Canada.
Incredible. Well, what an amazing thing you've built here, Nick. I mean, how does it feel to have built such an important and influential and kind of massive operation? Just yourself and your brother and your team. I mean, how does it feel to put this all together, man?
It feels good when on an individual level, when maybe because we have a lot of women in our industry too, but when someone goes and sits in the kitchen table talking to their spouse about what they want to do in life, and maybe quitting their job and going into business themselves, often they come from the trades, so they're worn out physically. They're at an age where they have a lot of experience, but they don't really have the body to continue in the construction industry as a single operator. We allow them an opportunity to do something that's a little bit more of a management business, and a little bit more of using their skill sets and their experience, their whiskers, as opposed to their shoulders and their back. And when they succeed at that, and they can do it well into retirement and make a living at it, which is difficult for some contractors sometimes to just stay where they are, it certainly feels great.
Amazing. So when folks look to work with you guys, what does it look like? I mean, is there kind of a one single subscription? There's purchasing one-off programs. How does it look for an inspector to kind of become certified and go through, a lot or most of your program?
So it's, and I don't mean to sound ridiculous, but it's ridiculous. If you go to NACHI.org/benefits, everything is free. So you pay one fee, which is either $49 a month if you like, if you're hesitant, or $4.99 a year. And absolutely everything else is free. If you go to NACHI.org/benefits and start scrolling down and clicking, you're going to be there for months. I mean, the list never ends. We've been at this 30 years. We have people just constantly adding value proposition to our membership. And it's become very dominant and the loan trade association in the space almost worldwide.
Amazing. Fantastic. And do you think, I mean, are there changes coming on for the kind of future of inspectors? I mean, is there anything that, any tools that are coming out or any types of new ways homes are being inspected? I mean, we've got the, changes in real estate and things that are happening. I mean, anything that you foresee for the future for inspectors?
Well, I think the big ones that we've done in the past, let's say 10 years, are drones for helping us inspect roofs and commercial buildings, and infrared cameras, which we use a lot nowadays. We always have some really neat gadgetry. AI is helping us generate reports a little bit better more recently. And the big move, I would say, is because pending home sales has been down now for quite some time, and we're at an all-time low, then more and more inspectors are doing are fulfilling what is required or what is being demanded in the market, which is commercial inspections. So commercial building inspections, we've had training for now, and we're really getting into that a lot, and the inspectors are making a lot more money at it. But as for the home inspection business, a lot of guys like me, we're not guys who read and write. So we came from the trades, so we built what's called a house of horrors. We have one here and we have one in Florida. They're very popular. They're an entire 2-story house built all wrong inside a 3-story building. So you go into our town and go into this 3-story building, and inside, surprise, it's an entire 2-story house, complete. A lot of the drywall, of course, is removed and everything. It's a see-through house, and inspectors train on that house. So there's 15,000 defects in each house. It's all QR coded, and they try to find all the defects in those homes, and that gives them actual hands-on defect recognition experience that it would take centuries of being in the business to acquire. And in a few days, then they go out very strong and are able to look for those same defects when they're inspecting homes for the public.
Amazing. And so do a lot of folks fly in to come to the International House Awards?
We run them in different languages, and we adjust them a little bit for different building techniques in different countries. And we offer a lot of other ancillary inspections around them, training around them. And we find that the guys in the trades and the ladies in the trades, they really like the fact that they're actually inside a house, a real house, doing an inspection that's all wrong. It's sort of a fun house. We call it a house of horrors. You have one here, one in Florida. They're very popular. They run constantly.
Amazing. Fantastic. Well, what an amazing story, Nick. I mean, I'm actually just sort of like dumbfounded how just, sort of thorough and detailed the work that what an incredible organization that you created. I mean, I'm amazed. If folks are thinking about becoming an inspector here or even internationally, what are the best ways to get in touch with NACHI?
So just go visit our website, NACHI.org, NACHI.org. And absolutely everything you want from wherever you are is available to you. And I'm not just talking about going into the business, but succeeding in the business and ultimately retiring from the business. So exit strategies and help on that issue as well.
Fantastic. So it'd be the National Association of Certified Home Inspectors, NACHI.org, NACHI.org. Go take a look. It's a beautiful site, and there is just, a huge abundance of information there, not only for inspectors, but also for contractors, for ladies and men in the trades. And it's just an incredible thing you put together. Nick, thank you so much for spending your time with us today and teaching about this amazing thing that you've created.
Thanks, Mark.